Game 2 between the Dodgers and Braves was a dramatic back-and-forth battle throughout. The Braves ultimately won on a walk-off in the ninth inning, handing the Dodgers a heartbreaking loss. Even so, Shohei Ohtani made a positive impact, going 2-for-5 and remaining one of the bright spots in the Dodgers lineup. Ohtani's first two plate appearances did not go well, as Brave starter Smith Shawver kept him under control. However, the Dodgers superstar began to make his presence felt in the fourth inning. With the Dodgers leading 3-1, a runner on first base and two outs, Ohtani faced a splitter that was low and outside the strike zone. Although the pitch was difficult to handle, he adjusted his bat path and nearly used only one hand to send a ball into right field. The impact broke his bat, but the ball still dropped safely, giving Ohtani a hit for the second consecutive game. Ohtani immediately continued to apply pressure with his speed on the basepaths. During Freddie Freeman's plate appearance, he successfully stole his 10th base of the season. That milestone gave Ohtani 6 consecutive seasons with at least 10 stolen bases. In the 7th inning, Ohtani again became an important part of the Dodgers' comeback attempt. With the team trailing 5-3, he led off the inning with a hit down the right field line. As soon as the ball left his bat, he accelerated at full speed and used his base-running ability to pressure the Braves' defense. However, what should have been a play centered on Ohtani's speed and ability to read the ball quickly turned into the biggest controversy of the game. Shortstop Mauricio Dubón suddenly moved into Ohtani's running lane. What drew attention was that Dubón did not appear to be in a clear position to receive the ball, nor did he seem to be preparing for a legal tag. Instead, his movement was viewed as being directed more toward the runner than toward making a normal defensive play. Dubón was even accused of striking Ohtani with his hand, while Ohtani was moving at high speed. The contact caused Ohtani to lose his balance and fall to the ground in pain. The sight immediately drew a strong reaction from both the Dodgers and their fans because it no longer looked like accidental contact between two players contesting the same play. The biggest concern was Ohtani's speed at the moment of impact. When a runner is moving at full speed, the body has almost no time to react to an unexpected hit. Losing balance at the wrong angle can lead to injuries to the wrist, shoulder, knee, hip, or ankle when the runner hits the ground. As soon as Ohtani went down, the Dodgers medical staff immediately came onto the field to examine him. The fact that he was able to get back up and was not reported to have suffered a serious injury was the most positive development for the Dodgers. But avoiding a major injury did not mean the incident could simply be dismissed. The Dodgers reacted strongly. Players immediately demanded that the umpiring crew review the play, while Dave Roberts also called for MLB to investigate. For Roberts, the issue was no longer whether Ohtani was safe or out, but one directly involving player safety. In a situation like this, the umpires had to examine several factors carefully, including the location of the ball and whether Dubón was actually in position to receive it. They also had to determine whether Ohtani was forced to alter his path and whether the contact fell within the limits of a legal play. Those factors help distinguish between a hard baseball play and an intentional act that creates unnecessary danger. The situation carried even greater significance because the Dodgers were trailing 5-3 at the time. Ohtani had just created an opportunity to start a rally, and any injury at that point could have completely disrupted the comeback attempt. The Dodgers were not only at risk of losing a runner on base, but also the most important player in their lineup for the remainder of the game. That was why Roberts called for MLB to open an investigation after the game. MLB could use video from multiple camera angles, the umpire report, and testimony from players on both teams to determine the degree of intent in Dubón's actions. About 2 hours later, MLB reportedly suspended Mauricio Dubón for the remainder of the season. Such a punishment indicated that the league viewed the act as far more serious than an ordinary defensive mistake and worthy of a major disciplinary response. Returning to the game itself, Ohtani's double started one of the Dodgers' most effective offensive innings of the night. Freddie Freeman kept the rally going with a hit before Mookie Betts followed with another successful swing. The three biggest stars in the lineup produced consecutive hits, putting tremendous pressure on the Braves' bullpen. The Dodgers ultimately scored 2 runs in the inning and tied the game at 5-5. However, Ohtani was unable to deliver the decisive hit when he received another opportunity in the 8th. At that point, the Dodgers had a runner on second base with 1 out and needed only 1 good hit to take the lead. Ohtani made contact against a Braves reliever, but the ball rolled to shortstop. The scoring opportunity went unused, and the game remained tied at 5-5. While Ohtani had a productive day offensively, the Dodgers were also heavily affected by Roki Sasaki's physical condition. The Japanese starter entered the 4th inning with the Dodgers leading 3-1, but immediately ran into trouble. After walking Albies, he allowed Yastrzemski to single into center field, giving the Braves runners on first and third with nobody out. Austin Riley took advantage with a sacrifice fly to cut the deficit. Sean Murphy then added more pressure with a double, putting Atlanta in a situation with runners on second and third and 1 out. Just as the pressure was mounting, Sasaki suddenly developed an issue with a finger on his right hand and had to leave the mound. Edgardo Enriquez entered in a very difficult situation with 2 Braves runners already in scoring position. Under heavy pressure, he could not stop the rally as Drake Baldwin delivered a 2-run double down the left field line to put Atlanta ahead. The Dodgers bullpen then tried to keep the game under control, but Eric Lauer allowed another run on a solo home run in the 6th. That pushed the margin to 5-3 before the Dodgers lineup mounted its 7th inning comeback to tie the game. However, trouble returned in the 9th. With the score tied 5-5, Tanner Scott was brought in to keep Atlanta off the board and send the game to extra innings. Instead, he found himself in danger with runners on first and second and 2 outs. The Braves then sent Ha-Seong Kim to the plate as a pinch hitter. Despite entering the plate appearance with a batting average of only .066, Kim became the player who decided the game. He singled into left field, bringing the runner home and giving Atlanta a 6-5 walk-off victory. It was also the 2nd consecutive game in which Tanner Scott took the loss. In the series opener, he had also entered a tied game in the 8th inning before allowing Ozzie Albies to deliver the hit that brought home the decisive run. Scott's repeated struggles in high-pressure situations are becoming a significant concern for the Dodgers. That is especially true at a point in the season when every game can directly affect postseason positioning. The loss became even more painful when viewed in the context of the National League seeding race. The Dodgers and Braves are both leading their respective divisions, but winning a division does not automatically guarantee a first-round bye. Only the 2 teams with the best records in the National League receive the biggest advantage entering the postseason, while the 3rd division winner can still be forced to play in the wild card series. The Dodgers remain 2nd in the National League in winning percentage, but consecutive losses to Atlanta have reduced the gap between the teams to just 2 games. That makes their head-to-head meetings especially important. Each Braves victory not only closes the gap, but also strengthens Atlanta's head-to-head advantage in the postseason race. The Dodgers lost one of 3 games to the Braves in their May series, and have now dropped the first 2 games of the current series. That means Los Angeles has already lost the season series to Atlanta. If the 2 clubs finish the regular season with identical records, the head-to-head tiebreaker could allow the Braves to finish ahead of the Dodgers. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow the channel, turn on notifications, and share this video with the biggest MLB fan you know.